It is not easy to film because I'm on crutches in the garden, but just want to show you guys the garden right now. There's some cucumbers growing and the plant has really exploded. There's a few strawberries that will be ripe soon. We're just doing a little bit of weeding. We've got some peppers, okra, cucumbers. We still have to harvest quite a bit of things. So the cucumbers are climbing, they're happy, they're healthy. We've already made our first jar of pickles. I added jalapenos to it and these other peppers that I have, along with some onion, and they were delicious. I had them today. And we harvested all of our potatoes and planted more. They're already starting to grow, right there and right there. The sage is still amazing. There's a little oregano right next to it and a little basil right next to it and some asparagus. The basil, we actually picked quite a bit today because I'm gonna make some pesto later. And the tomatoes are just starting to turn red, but none have been harvested yet. There's a reddish one, if you could see there. The okra is growing. We got our second okra today. Show the okra, baby. So it's a good one. We're gonna roast these, pickle these, and the boys sometimes eat them raw, which is fine, but since it's such a small harvest, I'd rather save them. And then we've got a bunch of green peppers, jalapenos, and some longer green little slender peppers that I don't know what they're called to harvest there. And then our blackberries are going strong. We have already made crisps and syrup, and we share them with the dogs. Buddy will literally eat them out of the trees. He's like a real bear. Our blueberries are over. Our figs are growing, but they're not gonna fruit this year. And our muscadines look like they're gonna be awesome this year. We have to go water those sunflowers. Look how sad they are. There's two more. These are not ready yet. These are golden raspberries. We had several red raspberries already and they were delicious. The blackberries are so delicious and huge, fat and plump. But I can't pick them right now because I'm on crutches. But I want to eat that one. Oh, wow. Amazingly juicy. That one's calling my name. Amazing. These are the grapes that are going to be so abundant this year. There's so many. Exciting. They'll be late August usually. They're called muscadines and they are so yummy. This is the golden variety. Good boy. Buddy. Ivan decided to eat a jalapeno right now. Is it too much? Oh my word.
No, but it's a strong one.
We're gonna use them for cowboy candy. You remember that? The sugary, candied pieces with cream cheese.
Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers, pickled jalapenos, and fire cider.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Go get some goat milk.
Buddy is coming over here now.
Don't give him any. He will suffer. Do not give him any. You cannot eat that. We sauteed some potatoes with onions and peppers and tomatoes from our garden the other day for breakfast and scrambled some eggs in there. It was so good. Also have a big batch of kombucha going. We've got all these beautiful peppers, cucumbers. We're gonna pickle some pickles today, pickle some cucumbers, probably ferment some of these peppers. There's a bunch of jalapenos growing. I'm gonna go see if they're big enough to pick so we can pickle those as well. And I've got some tinctures to strain as well as pesto to make. I've got some basil over there. It already looks wilted that I want to make pesto with today. And I probably need to go ahead and bag all of this sage. It's dry enough so I can get another batch of sage drying. And this peppermint, it's time to also store that and use some of it for some cold brew hibiscus electrolyte tea. I made some delicious pesto using basil from the garden. It was so good. We used it throughout the week, including on this sourdough crust pizza for dinner. My Men's Health tincture is finally ready, so I strained and bottled it today. I called it Superman. We also have tons of jalapenos, which I plan on making some jalapeno cornbread, well, jalapeno cheddar cornbread. But first, we made this awesome cowboy candy. I also have some cucumbers and onions and peppers fermenting. I'll be making tons more food with the produce from our garden. I'm really anxiously waiting for okra, which I already roasted the 3 we've gotten so far. But as it starts to really produce, I'm going to roast some. I'm going to pickle some. I'm excited for our tomatoes. They are almost ready, looking so beautiful. We'll definitely be making some bruschetta and just eating them fresh, like with salad and on the side, just sliced on the side of our meals. We love homegrown tomatoes. They're so delicious. I grew up thinking I didn't like tomatoes until I moved to Tennessee and tried local homegrown tomatoes. They're so good. I also really like them in sandwiches, like grilled cheese, but with tomato. And I don't really like them fermented. I never make salsa. I mostly make bruschetta. I don't really make like tomato sauce and stuff like that. But of course, I'll dice them into food sometimes, like the scrambled eggs I showed you. And well, I didn't really show you scrambled eggs. I just showed you the sauteing potatoes with peppers and onions, and there was tomato in there. So I love when I add tomatoes to eggs. Really like them in just meat dishes and pastas. Sometimes I'll make angel hair, and then on the side, I'll just make like olive oil, fresh tomato, fresh garlic, a few herbs, and just toss that fresh into the angel hair. And it's like almost like a bruschetta without all the extras, with no lemon and no onion. And it's so fresh and light and delicious. So that's very good. I'm also excited to make couscous. I haven't made that in a long time, but there's this dish with couscous that you put tomatoes, cucumber, and feta, and all of that's in my garden right now. Not the feta, obviously, but I definitely want to do that. As the cucumbers continue to roll in, I'll be putting them in the fridge, giving them to my chickens to keep them cool in this very, very hot weather, but also pickling and fermenting and giving them to the dogs also. I really love having cucumbers because they're like free food for everybody. All the animals enjoy them and they keep them cool and hydrated. And tomatoes is my favorite thing, plus the peppers. So the jalapeno peppers, I'm going to be pickling some. I already made my first batch of cowboy candy. Love jalapeno cheddar cornbread. It is so wonderful. And then, of course, jalapeno poppers. And I'll be cooking, I'll be adding them to different foods as I cook as well. And that's the main stuff right now, right? Herbs. I gotta keep drying herbs. So there's lots of uses for all the stuff I'm growing. I will show what I can when I have time to film food preparations, but just wanted to show you some of the produce and garden to table items we've got going on in our kitchen these days. Thanks for watching, you guys. God bless you, and see you next time.